Hello, my name is Sandy Adomaitis, the social media director for the Page International Screenwriting Awards, and your host for the Writers Hangout, a podcast that celebrates the many stages of writing, from inspiration to the first draft, revising, getting a project made, and everything in between. We'll talk to the best and the brightest in the entertainment industry and create a space where you can hang out, learn from the pros, and have fun.
We're rolling.
Hi, I'm Sandy Adomaitis.
Hi, I'm Terry Sampson.
And welcome to the Writers Hangout. Did you have a nice week, Terry?
I had a lovely week. And yourself?
I did. Unfortunately, as I was coming over to the studio, I lost my keys.
You were in the apartment, though.
Yes, so they're in there. But if you'd like to go rob my apartment, it is unlocked.
Oh, great.
And it's in a lovely building in a lovely nudie camp. No, in a neighborhood in Studio City. So if you happen to be robbing, I don't know, if you're a porch pirate, come on in. Doors open.
Do they have patches on, by the way? Little eye patch on the Porch Pirates?
Yes. Yes,
Yo-ho
they do.
And everything?
Yes. In fact, they have a hook, which makes it easy to grab and slide that package
Do they
right off
say
your
they
press.
got the booty and then run?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes. I thought we'd do a fun episode, and Rolling Stones magazine came out with the 100 greatest TV theme songs of all time.
Ooh.
How they did this: they assembled a massive list of great songs from throughout the entire long history of TV. They then peered down by looking for diversity in terms of style and music, type of show, and era. They said, honestly, the entire 100 could have been made up from shows from the 70s. Now, I do not want to hear any of our writers out there go, I wasn't around during the 70s. You know how I hate that? You're in this business. You have to know old movies. You have to know old TV shows, know your history. It's going to help you, especially in the writer's room when they bring up TV shows from the 70s and everyone talks about something for an hour and you sit there.
And you know, we live in a modern age and they won't time travel. And that's a possibility.
Yes.
And that makes it funner. You go back, you're wearing the wrong clothes, you're watching the wrong stuff. It's fantastic.
That would be so much fun. And trust me, in the 70s, if an odd child showed up in a group of 10 watching TV, nobody would point out and say, whose kid is that? You wouldn't get busted.
Right.
Rolling Stones considered two main factors. How great is it as a song? How well does it prepare you for the show that follows in terms of mood and or explanation of the premise?
Bad boys, who are you going to, right? That sets it up.
Terry, why don't you jot down, as I continue talking, your top 5 favorite theme songs of TV, and the writers out there, either put us on pause and think about this. What are your top favorite theme songs? And we'll see if it makes the list. So pause us now or just ignore me as I talk more. Rolling Stones wants to apologize in advance for all the TV theme songs we're about to lodge back into your heads. 100. WandaVision. Yeah, that just came out. It was out last year or the year before with the younger Olsen sister, the wonderful actress. It did great. This is kind of like a weak opening because both of us don't know this theme song. It was written by the Frozen team, Kristin Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez. Number 99. Terriers. It was on FX. I hear it was beloved, but I don't know the theme song to Terriers. Number 98, Three's Company.
Okay.
Now we're talking. Come knock on our door because we're waiting for you.
I vote that one should have been 101. But let's keep going.
Yes. 97, Rescue Me. Dennis Leary, the firefighting drama.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I watched it, but I don't think I ever saw any of the theme song. I don't remember it. Chip, Larry Wilcox, Eric Estrada. That was about California highway.
Yeah, it had a synthesizer
patrollers.
Part in it that sounded like a siren.
95, The Partridge Family.
Of course.
1970 to 74, Come On, Get Happy.
Yeah. It wasn't bad.
And 94, New Girl. Know the show. I know
Sure.
everyone loved it.
Yeah.
Zoe Deschanel. Don't know it, can't hum it.
My daughter was living at home when that was on, and that was a show she liked, so we all watched it.
Yes.
But I don't remember the theme, so it
Don't
fails.
remember the theme.
Yeah, you're supposed to remember it.
Next, I Dream of Jeannie.
Sure.
Dun, 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 dun.
See?
A flouncy, brassy bit of bossa nova. Is that true?
Yes.
There
It's
we
Bossa
go.
Nova beat.
With belly dancing vibe.
Oh, of course.
Yes. And 92, All That. Don't know.
Don't remember the show.
91, Have Gun Will Travel.
Sure.
1957 to 63. I'm assuming this is a Western. Again, I'm shaming the young kids, but I'm not sure I know what Have Gun Will. Oh, I see Richard Boone was in it. Got it. Can see it in my mind.
Yep.
Do you know any of the theme songs?
I can't think of this theme song. I would know it immediately if it came up. I just don't remember it that well.
90, The Walking Dead.
Right. Yeah.
Now, that was composed by Bear McCreary. Bear McCreary, he worked on Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicle. All I know is that all the male writers and the male showrunners, and there were only male showrunners, loved this guy.
Mm-hmm.
They liked hanging out. I think he's cool. I think he must be a really, really cool guy because it was always like, hey, Bear, I saw Bear. Bear and I went out for a bear. You know, they all really like Bear McCreary. So he's popular.
Okay.
And he writes great music. 89, The Olympics.
Of course. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Yep. I think you could have had a little bit more patriotism behind that, Terry.
I could have been a little
you could have
bit,
really
yeah.
sold that.
I'm just...
88, so popular, Stranger Things.
Uh-huh.
People love that show.
Yeah.
87, The Big Bang Theory.
Well, there's a band that played it. Who was that?
Bare Naked Ladies. It says show creator Chuck Lorre originally wanted to use the Bare Naked Ladies frontman Ed Robertson's acoustic demo for the song, but Robertson insisted on doing it with the whole band.
Yeah, what a nice thing.
Well,
They all got-
nice. 86.
Yep.
Cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
All about a man and his family and his next door neighbor.
The Flintstones.
The Flintstones,
Meet
Hanna-Barbera.
the Flintstones. It's great.
A Modern Family.
Yeah. Then have a dinosaur as a dog.
That's how the dog
We all know
sounded.
that. We all know dinosaurs sound like that too.
What was the dinosaur's name?
Oh, it was
Pebbles, Bam Bam, Dino.
Dino is correct.
I wonder if it was after Dean Martin. Do you think that was the time, 1960, 66?
Sure.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it was...
I mean, it was for a
it's a swing
dinosaurus.
tune. Da-na, da-na, da-na. That's a swing tune.
Yes.
So Dino would do swing. It all makes sense now.
Yes. Dallas.
Sure.
Dallas ruled the ratings. It was on from 1978 to 1991. And again, that's Larry Hagman. And the big thing on that show was Who Shot J.R.
Right.
Number 84, The Leftovers, Season 2. My friends, two people I've worked with, Damon Lindelof created it, and Tom Spezialy was an executive producer.
No, me either.
Okay, 83, Penchico, Apple TV. That was the adaptation of Min Jin Lee's novel about a Korean family caught up in the Japanese occupation. Sounds amazing. I just have not seen it. I definitely want to see it.
It's probably a very dramatic score.
Yes. 82, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? That must be your era just with your daughter, right? I don't know.
She did not latch on to that, so I don't even know what it is, but
Okay.
congratulations to them on 82.
82. 81, The Dick Van Dyke Show.
Fantastic.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
Yeah, you actually threw me with that.
There you go.
Again, a swing tune.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will tell people I cannot carry a tune. And they're always like, oh, no, you're lying. Everybody can sing a little. When I sing, when I just did what I just did,
Yeah, you actually threw me
people
off.
literally go, I have no idea what you're trying to sing. So trust me, it is not a gift I was given. And I would love to be able to sing. Oh, I offend myself in my car when I sing alone. It sounds so bad.
So you have actually complained to yourself?
Yes.
Okay, wow.
The Dick Van Dyke Show theme song, yes.
Yeah.
It says here, big band was the dominant sound of theme songs in the 50s and early 60s.
No question.
Others like I Love Lucy and the Honeymooners were paired with a static image, but then played that kind of music. Okay, 80, Green Acres.
Yes. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Dun, dun.
Yep. It's great.
None of this is planned, folks. Not one bit of it was planned ahead of time. Then we've got 79, Mad Men.
Oh, that's a very good one.
I like to point out people I've worked for. I haven't worked for Matt, but I worked in Matt's home with Linda, his wife, ex-wife. I'm going to take all that out. What did you say about Mad Men?
It has a nice... It's nice.
It's nice. And that's him, the Mad Men falling from the buildings in New York.
It has a serious kind of thing to it, but it's great.
Yes. 78, WKRP in Cincinnati. Right. Can't think of how it sounded. Right. 77, Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Scooby-Doo, where are you? Yeah.
76, Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson.
Right.
Now you do it, so it sounds...
Yeah. Paul Anka wrote that.
Oh, I did not know that.
With Johnny Carson. We wonder if Johnny actually did anything on it.
Johnny was smoking. He had a scotch. Paul was at the piano. They were in Malibu. Johnny had tennis shorts on. He was tan.
Yeah.
I can see the whole thing.
Yeah, what an era.
It's 75. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Don't remember a theme song.
Never saw it. Don't remember anything.
74, Moonlighting.
Yeah.
Civil Shepherd, Bruce Willis.
Al Jarreau sang the theme.
73, Boondocks. Now, anything on Adult Swim on the Cartoon Network, I have not ventured into the Adult Swim. I want to. Mm-hmm. I know that it's very popular. It was not my thing, but I'm very aware of it and know about it. Do you know Boondocks?
I don't. They require...
After the comic strip, obviously.
Right. No, they always require you to wear a Speedo. I will not do that in the Adult Swim. So I don't pay any attention to it.
Okay.
Nobody wants to see that.
72, Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, no idea.
You know what Malcolm in the Middle is, yeah.
Good show.
Good show. 71, Parks and Recreation.
Wow. I should know this. I've watched that quite a few times. Don't remember it. Phineas and Ferb from the Disney Channel cartoon. You know, I can reveal to people that I did a lot of... Terry, you wrote. That's right. I wrote a lot of children's thing for about 12 years. What that does to you, it makes you not watch that when you're done. Oh, right. Makes sense. Mm-hmm. 69, Full House. Okay. I can picture everything. I'm not hearing the music. I'm not either. 68 is SWAT. That was back in 75 and 76. Yeah, that was a serious rock-thumping kind of track. I just don't remember it. 67, Dawson Creek. I Don't Want to Wait. Do you know that song? Oh, that was a hit song, though. So that... Yes. Yeah, so they hopped on that. Yes. I'm good with the first 3 words of every song, and then I'm done. If I heard that, I would stop and listen to it. It was pretty well crafted. Yes. It had a lovely vocal performance in it. That's Paula rare. Cole ballad. Yeah. It flowed seamlessly with the visuals of Dawson, Joey, Pacey, Jen, and friends. What a group. 66. Now, I'm going to say this, and I know, again, we don't practice this. You're burst out with the theme song right away. Okay. Happy Days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. Happy days. There you go. Ron Howard, Norman Gimbel, and Charles Fox, Rock Around the Clock tribute. Okay. 65. The Peacemaker. That's HBO Max.
And it's a James Gunn TV spinoff. 64, The Wonder Years. Joe Cocker, With a Little Help from My Friends.
Oh, what a great song.
What a great song.
Yeah. And Joe Cocker.
63, Taxi.
Yeah, that's a very good one. It's a counter to the show. And it takes guts to have this slow rolling thing and these shots of a taxi and then having nothing but yelled at great jokes. It was always a loud joke.
Yes. No lyrics, somber and sweet.
Yeah.
62, this is such a great show. I didn't watch it. Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, I didn't
watch it. But everybody loved that show. 61, The Drew Carey Show.
Oh, he had that really rockin'...
Ohio, Cleveland.
Yeah, it was from Cleveland. It was a tribute to Cleveland song.
Yep, it was a whole big production number, and it was very unique for its time, which was 1995 to 2004.
I think it was so fantastic because if you looked at him at that time, he was a stand-up guy, and
yes,
and so he goes into a dance routine, which I just thought was both brave and hilarious.
He is not the Price is Right Drew Carey.
Right.
This is the more what do they call it? Robust, but what do you call it in Sears? You'd go to the
Big Pants
Husky.
People? Husky.
Yes.
Husky.
He was husky.
Yeah.
And danced beautifully, the whole cast, and it was to President of the United States song Cleveland Rocks. Number 60, The Odd Couple.
Can
two divorced men share an apartment without driving each other crazy?
There's no chance. It's going to happen every week.
59, The Andy Griffith Show.
Great.
Whistling, correct? 58, Frasier.
Yeah.
Black salad and mayonnaise. No, it's chicken salad.
So baby, I live on salad and scrambled eggs.
There's salad and scrambled eggs in there.
I don't remember the salad.
Tossed salad.
Tossed.
Salad and scrambled eggs. Yeah. Again, jazzy.
Yeah.
Bruce Miller.
Yeah, and they had the lead actor singing the song, which is super rare, I think. Well, who is the guy that had the talking car? And it's not My Mother the Car.
David Hasselhoff.
He might have sung his theme.
Oh.
That might be the other one I'm trying to think of. I don't remember any other actor. Wait a minute. Partridge Family sang their theme, so there's that.
It was David Cassidy and Shirley. They did the vocals, but the kids did not. So yeah, you're right. David Cassidy might have done it first.
Yeah.
57, Welcome Back, Carter.
Welcome back.
John Sebastian.
Yeah.
Lovin' Spoonful.
Yeah.
56, Seinfeld.
Right. No lyrics? Because that would be too TV-ish.
55, MASH.
Right. Written by the film director's son, who is...
Robert Altman.
That's the director.
And his son, it says here, I do not know Robert Altman's son's name. Mike Altman.
Yeah.
It said the sardonic lyrics made the jump from the big screen to the small, but the instrumental version heard weekly on TV does capture the original tone with equal parts wistfulness, boisterousness, and absurd.
Yes. So they didn't use the lyric in it, but it doesn't matter because he was the half writer. So I'm going through songwriter angst. And if there's anybody else there that's a songwriter, that kid never had to work a day in his life.
Oh, my goodness.
And he didn't even get his work in it. They use it as an instrumental, but it used to be Suicide is something.
That's the song is called Suicide is Painless.
Yeah, Suicide is Painless. It does the
beautiful. 3 Different Strokes.
Oh, that would be 102 on my list. Different strokes.
In Living Color. I remember it being fun. I don't remember much
I don't remember.
51, Match Game.
I know that theme, but I can't process it out of my brain. I can't quite get it.
It says Ken Bichel's tipsy 1970s synth funk.
Yeah.
Does that help you at all?
Yeah, we're first generation of synths. We're playing the parts on that.
50, Sesame Street.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Do You Know the Way?
Do you know the way to Sesame Street? Yeah.
Ah.
Great.
Oh, no. It's Santa Fe.
Do you know
Can you tell me?
Do you know the way to Santa Fe? Yes. That's when they lost all the characters. It was such a sad day. Where's the little vampire guy? We don't know.
Number 49, How to Make It in America. That was on HBO from 2010 to 11. Okay. 48, The Love Boat.
In its way on another cruise. Something along that.
47, Orange is the New Black.
Oh, I watched that. I don't remember it.
I watched it and I don't remember it.
Yeah. Well, it failed.
46, Bonanza.
Oh, now, I used to sing this song to my daughter when she was a baby. And I added lyrics to it. It's horrible. They're horrible lyrics, but I'm going to share just a little bit of them. And I go, oh, everyone's dead that used to be on Bonanza. And it went on. And everyone that saw me singing that to my daughter shook their head and said, that poor girl, she's never going to be normal.
It could have been worse. You could have named her Hoss.
Boy, see, where were you? I needed that line for years. So I could have called her Hoss, and then they would have went, okay.
Okay, we got it. We see where this was going. Number 45, Gilmore Girls.
Oh, it's Carole King.
Where You Lead.
So great.
I Will Follow.
Oh, I love that song. Carole King.
Carole King, produced by Lou Adler.
Sure.
I love that show. I love Lorelai. I love Rory. I love everything about it. 44, Living Single. That was on Fox with Kim Fields and Queen Latifah, Kim Coles, 4 single women living in New York. And I can't remember the theme song.
Okay. I didn't see it.
Okay. 43, Law and Order.
Yeah, it's on my list. It is number 2, Law and Order.
Number 2, Law and Order.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. What do you like about it?
If Steely Dan was going to write a theme song, that's what that would sound like. And they had a famous guitar player playing that lick, and I'm not going to remember his name, but he actually did play a lot of studio gigs with Steely Dan. You can just tell that's his tone. He's got a 335 Gibson guitar and an amp, really good tubes, and he just sounds great.
It's not Mike Post, because Mike
Post wrote it.
Okay, Mike Post wrote it, but that's not the guitarist.
Yeah, that's not the guitarist. Right. But yeah, give Mike Post he owned TV themes.
He did Hill Street Blues, Rockford Files. I mean, Dick Wolf tapped him on the shoulder, and he's got a big house on the hill somewhere.
Yeah, he's got a nice place.
Yeah. 42, SpongeBob SquarePants. Now, of course, Pineapple Under the Sea. I don't know. I can't sing it for you. But
I can't either. Like I said, the cartoony stuff I sort of ditched. Didn't watch.
Sex and the City.
No idea.
The open credits are famous for Carrie Bradshaw's Tutu. It's got a Latin cocktail theme vibe.
Right.
Number 40, The Monkees.
Hey, hey, we're the Monkees. People say we monkey around, but we're too busy singing to put anybody down.
The duo of Tommy Boyce and Bobby Hart.
Yeah, those guys wrote some songs.
The X-Files, 2016 to 18. I just remember the flittering and the fluttering.
It was part of the era in which
spooky
mood. They needed a mood, and they're not going to be hit songs when you want a mood. But it was an excellent. People love it.
People loved it.
And they know what it is. When they hear it, they go, oh, my show's on.
38, The Golden Girls.
Thank you for being a friend. Right?
Yes.
Andrew Gold wrote that.
Oh.
And he also, that was a hit for him. He died too young.
Oh.
But excellent guitar player, Great piano. He actually played piano really well and a really, really, really good writer. I had a couple of his records. He was great. God bless him.
37, Dragnet.
Dragnet. I should know this.
Dun, 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 dun.
There you go. Dun, 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 dun.
The stories you are about to hear are true.
Except we're making them up.
36, Laverne and Shirley.
Oh, da 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 da.
Shamil.
Make
our dreams come true. 35, Twin Peaks.
Oh,
Talk about moody. Was that moody?
Yeah, super moody. There's no way I can even hum that, I don't think.
Dreamy. 34, The Dukes of Hazzard. Good Old Boys. It hit number 1.
Yeah, I think it was a lyric.
Roscoe and Enzo's. Hit number 1 on the country charts.
There you go.
You're a good old boy. Can you sing a little of that?
I don't remember it, really, so.
33, Keep Snapping, because we got The Addams Family.
The Addams Family. Yeah.
Yes. 32, Miami Vice.
Jan Hammer. There's a synth groove hummed.
31, The Mary Tyler Moore Show.
You're gonna make it after all.
30, One Day at a Time. That was on CBS,
Yep.
1975-84, with Ann Romano.
I was not a fan of that theme, I'm just going to say.
The melody and lyrics remain the work of Jeff and Nancy Barrows, who sang The One You Get, So Go and Have a Ball. Is that how those were the lyrics?
Sure.
Okay. Seriously, just move on, Sandy. 29, The Greatest American Hero.
I have it on my list as the song that I'm ashamed of liking, but it's really catchy.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I would feel so free. On a wing and a prayer, who could it be? And it was, yeah, believe it or not, it's me. But that was in Seinfeld. It was a really funny thing.
Yes, whose outgoing message was that?
It was, shoot.
George.
Yeah, it's George's. Yeah, and they changed it to "Believe it or not, I'm not here."
Yeah,
it's great.
28, Good Times.
Yeah,
Good Times.
Yeah,
they just kind of said that over and over, right?
Yeah.
27, Hill Street Blues.
Yeah,
another Mike Post.
Yeah, that was even on the radio. That was so popular.
They call him the Mozart of TV theme songs here.
Okay.
He did A-Team, Rockford Files, The Greatest American Hero, Blossom, Law and Order. Wow. 26, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Ellie Kemper, she was part of a cult.
Yep.
And they were down underneath the ground for, 10 years because the leader said the world was destroyed. And then she comes out of the cult.
I'm sure it was written by Tina Fey's husband, but I just don't remember it.
Jeff Richmond.
That's him. A terrific writer. Underscore themes.
Wow.
He does it all.
25 is Succession. Everybody loves that series. I have tried 3 times. I keep trying. I've gotten through the first episode.
My comment to your comment is I have enough meanness in my life. I'm surrounded by a lot of crap that I didn't seem to have to go through except for this time period in my life and everyone else's life this time period.
Yes, I'm with you on that. 24, Star Trek.
Yeah.
Space.
The Final Frontier.
23, it's the Gary Shandling Show.
It was... Why do I know that? It's 9 a.m. in my apartment in 1980-something.
Okay.
And I get a phone call, and they said, can you put the theme song into a doorbell? And I said... Who is this?
Gary Shandling Show called you?
Yeah, they called me. It was a friend who couldn't do this. So I get this call. I've never talked to these guys before. And they go, yeah, can you do this? And I go, sure. And they said, we're sending a driver over. Where do you live? I said, Valley. He goes, all right, you got 30 minutes to do it. So I went to my synth and I got the bells things going and I did 2 or 3 of them and handed him a 1/4-inch reel-to-reel tape. That's how old this was.
Right. Yeah, this is not downloading for
I
kids.
handed him the tape. He handed me a check. So from 9 to 10 o'clock in the morning, I did that job for them.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a weird story, but it was great to hear it. I saw it on the show, and I laughed.
So when he pressed the doorbell
on one time, and it played his theme,
played the theme
and
song,
then he broke down the third wall and looked into it like, really?
Yeah. 22. Peter Gunn.
Right. Dun 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 dun.
There you go.
Yeah.
21. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that's a really good thing to leave behind as a songwriter.
20. All in the Family.
Yeah, you've got Edith singing bum 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 bum. Those were the days, da-na-na, and if you were there. Yeah.
And Carol O'Connor would come in. That was 1971 to 79. And for the writers out there, that was Norman Lear's sitcom about the 1970 culture wars. And you had Edith and Archie Bunker. They were the old guard.
Right.
And then you had the kids, Meathead and Gloria. And that was Rob Reiner and Sally Struthers. Okay, 19, The Sopranos.
Okay, not familiar with it.
Woke up this morning, bought myself a gun.
Wow, I don't even remember
It's very
that.
punk. For me, it's very punk.
All right.
18, The Simpsons.
Right.
Danny Elfman, who I think is in trouble right now.
Yeah, he's got some problems.
He's got some problems,
Yeah.
Danny.
There goes all that money he made on this theme.
17, The Muppet Show.
Right. Muppet Show. I think that's it.
16, The Rockford Files. It says the theme song always kicked off with a message on Jim Rockford's answering machine.
All right. That was nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
15, Mission Impossible.
Fantastic.
So great. I
Bum,
think
bum, 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 bum. Great.
it says here it has pounding bongo beats.
Oh, the bongo beats.
Oh. 14, The Wire.
No, I don't remember it.
I never watched The Wire, even though I'm very aware of it. I know what it's all about. I know who created it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, kids, even if you haven't watched it, you got to know about The Wire, because The Wire is going to come up a lot in Writer's Room.
There you go.
I did watch a couple episodes. Number 13, Cheers.
And that is on my list, but I have it as an honorable mention because I have 4 other ones I like a little bit better.
Okay. Honorable mention from Terry is Cheers.
Yeah, it's great.
And that is Where Everybody Knows Your Name.
It's the classic setup for a show. You know, they kind of tell you, here's what's coming.
There's a place you go when
everybody knows where you go. And everybody's
12, Hawaii 5-0.
Right.
No.
Well, first of all, that was a top 10 hit as well as an instrumental. And that was back in like the 60s when that could happen. I can't think of it.
It says here that the CBS Orchestra was involved, so I guess it was very full.
Oh, sure. I can't remember.
I think we really should be shamed for that. You and I should be shamed for not
knowing
remembering the Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Game of Thrones?
I never watched it.
This is another one I've tried countless times. I've even watched up to 7 episodes. Cooks. That's another Adult Swim, which we both have admitted that we are not familiar with.
Okay.
9, The OC. California, Here I Come. 8, Friends.
The composer of that song has been in this room. Michael Skloff wrote the music, and the beautiful and fantastic Allie Willis, who has passed away, wrote the lyric. Now, she wrote the lyric to a huge song that everybody loves. Ready? September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Do you remember? Allie Willis wrote that.
I love that song.
It's so great. If you're in a bad mood, I suggest September.
Yeah. And sadly, we also just lost Matthew Perry. Oh, a big loss for a certain generation.
Sure. I feel like I've already told you this story, but my wife was working on a show called The Mommies. And I always played on the softball team for shows because they have a show league.
Writers out there, the sitcoms have a softball league, and each show plays each other.
Yeah. So I was playing for the Mommies, and the first game we had was with some show we'd never heard of because it never aired, and it was called Friends. And one actor played on that, and it was Matthew Perry. He couldn't have been cooler. My impression of him, and by the way, he came to the party after the softball game, which never happens.
Never happens. Writers is the softball team tends to be made up of crew. Not a lot of actors are on the softball league.
No, it's rare.
And it is rare to have the actors show up.
I remember, and this is my nice memory. So he was hanging out and was chit-chatting with me about this. He says, yeah, I got this show. It seems pretty funny. We've been shooting it now for a few weeks. It's been really fun for me. And then he went on to, in this kind of like group thing with me involved, he was really funny. He was really nice, which is not always the case with actors. Sorry to say actors, sorry. And he was also sharp, really zeroed in on stuff. And I remember thinking, this guy will be unstoppable.
Wow.
I don't even know what the show's like, but I bet he's great on it. And I actually at one point said, I would like to be the songwriting version of that guy, you know? And when I heard, I got to go over that again in my mind and enjoy him from back in the day.
Yeah. Well, rest in peace, Matthew Perry. Number 7. Can you believe we're already at number 7?
Sort of.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Okay, that was a wrap.
Parents just don't understand.
They just don't get it.
Loved it. Number 6, The Twilight Zone. Thanksgiving's coming. There's always the Twilight Zone marathon. Yep. So kids, you can catch up on it. Number 5, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Won't you be my neighbor?
Oh.
Who doesn't want to be his neighbor?
Number 4, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
All right.
CW 2015 to 19. I did watch a couple episodes. I'm assuming it was a dance number. I don't know this one too well. 3, Sanford and Sons. Quincy Jones wrote the theme for Sanford and Son in 20 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Number 2 is a tie, Terry.
What?
Yes, The Brady Bunch and Gilligan's Island.
It's the same guy.
Yes, Sherwood Schwartz. Let's take The Brady Bunch first. Here's the story of a lovely lady.
Here's the story of a lovely lady.
Living with 3 girls all on her own. At the same time, there was this fellow who had 3 boys but all alone. Then one day when this fellow met this lady. Okay, that's it. I'm not going to torture anymore. But, it's such a good song.
It's a 20-minute theme song. It goes for 20 minutes. It tells the whole story. Each child's birth is captured and shown in video.
Tiger comes in at the end, the dog.
Yeah, he's good. He
Fluffy
sings.
the cat.
Yeah, Fluffy's great.
And how about Gilligan's Island?
Dun, 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 dun,
the story we tell starts...
And a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough.
The tiny ship was tossed.
Nobody wants to hear this.
If it was not for the something of the
courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost.
Number 1.
Okay, here it is. Ooh, I'm
The Jeffersons.
moving on up to the east side. Down in the sky. Yeah, moving on up. I'm gonna get my piece of the pie. Yeah, and I love pie, so.
And you cannot sit still. You just got to move to
It's
that
a good
song.
one.
Terry, that was fun.
Yes.
I had fun doing that.
I'm going to go over my list that things got
what
left
were
out.
your top 5?
Number 1, 1990s, Land of the Lost. Why?
Oh, why?
I wrote part of that.
Yay!
There's 3 writers, and I sang it on
You
TV.
did?
So here's how this works. I knew the composer for Land of the Lost back in 1991. He needed lyrics. So he and yet another guy, because it takes 3 to write something this simple. 3 of us got together, and the beauty of it is that neither of those guys sing. Mm-hmm. So I became the demo guy.
Okay.
So I became the singer. So on a Tuesday, we got together in the morning. By 1:00, we all had left and did the demo of this, including me singing it. So ABC calls back. Oh, this is Land of the Lost, by the way, by the with Sid and Marty Krofft. It's the second time around. They already
legendary Sid and Marty Krofft.
Yeah. And they had this show in the 60s, and now it's the 90s, and it's come back. So this is the second time around. So the ABC calls and says, we love it. And the composer says, all right, I've got like 3 or 4 people I want to suggest to you for singing the lead. They go, oh, no. We'll keep this guy. And he goes, are you sure?
Wow. Quick, when a songwriter sends music to someone to approve, you haven't hired a singer yet. So that's what you mean by the demo. So you sang on the demo,
in case
planning to hire a singer later on. That does not happen.
He regretfully contacts me and he goes, yeah, you're doing this. And I go, really? Great. And he goes, yeah, we're cutting it on Thursday. Okay, great. And he said, there's a note though. Okay, what's the note? They said, could you be a little more like Michael Jackson? And I went, sure. So I show up the next day and then I ask him, okay, what is the fee for this? And he tells me and I go, I'll moonwalk and sing it. So don't worry about that. So this is me singing, but I'm trying to be like Michael Jackson. Yeah. That's plenty. How about that?
So wonderful.
Isn't that funny? So,
and what were your other?
Number 2 is Law and Order. Number 3 was Perry Mason. Super cool. Then I also love the West Wing theme. It's beautiful. I also like the theme of House of Cards theme. That show.
That was on Netflix.
Yeah. And that's my 5.
That's a wrap for the Writers Hangout. Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed the show, please subscribe, like, and thrive. Till we get to hang out again, keep writing. The world needs your stories. The Writers Hangout is sponsored by the Page International Screenwriting Awards. Executive producer, Kristin Overn. Producers, Terry Sampson and Sandy Adomaitis. Music by Ethan Stoller.